Everybody likes to chase their Jupiter line, the mythical greater benefit that will give you so many blessings and spiritual wealth. And it's like, yes, you will have spiritual wealth, but spiritual wealth is not always financial or monetary. That's a huge step one. Jupiter lines will test you. The reality of a Jupiter line is it's about preparation, helping you understand how to prepare yourself in order to receive. While I'm recording this, we're actually going Jupiter and Cancer, one that is the exaltation of how to receive, but in stillness and slowness, side to side, moving like a crab. So if your Jupiter line is calling you, I say go for it. But understand this, there are challenges and there are also tremendous benefits. One of them is that your soul and your spirit will be expanded. Yet, and however, that expansion will come with tremendous challenge. And that challenge will be happening because your belief system needs to open up, your perspective needs some cracking, and that is not always necessarily, sometimes it's a painful experience for people. Okay, so understand your Jupiter line is amazing. I live on a Jupiter line now. I'll leave that alone. You'll hear some of my experiences in the chat. I want to say thank you for considering downloading this top 5 free PDF where you get all the astrocartography lines explained. But not only that, you'll understand top 5 secrets how to read your own astrocartography chart. Okay. With that being said, you can also book a one-on-one astrocartography reading with your boy Pernell Bobby, the astrocartographer. Help you understand the shamanic karma as well as rite of passage through your Jupiter line in astrocartography. I love you. I will see you soon. Jupiter line, the shamanic energy of a Jupiter line, I have a lot of experience with. I lived 3 years or so, más o menos, on Jupiter lines, and it's the energy of the sky ego, the the sky father. I mean, the ego's vision, specifically the ego's vision, being able to precisely perceive the elements that ether presents. Jupiter lines are aligned with the shamanic energy of ether as an element. It's important to know things like what's your dosha. Like, for example, in Ayurveda, I'm a Vata dosha, which is the combination of ether and air. So literally, Jupiter is ether and air as an energy, as an element. And that within itself really works well with my own body's constitution and ability to connect with divine spirits and so much more. So you have to understand the spirits that you connect with are neither good nor bad. They embody an energy. So you have to understand, like on a Jupiter line, you know, if you are drinking alcohol, for example, you embody the spirit of that. If it's whiskey, if it's tequila, if it's wine, they all come with spirits, right? Separate from that, like nature is going to be critical on the Jupiter line. If you feel like you're somebody who needs isolation, peace, uh, is to connect to divine silence, Jupiter line is going to be great because you'll find that if you need that and you create space for that, it's going to be very powerful. If you're somebody who struggles and you're like, I can't do that, that doesn't sound cool to me, as much as it's considered the greater benefic and the best line that you could be on in astrology, that's not going to be very good for a person who is not here to have such silence and operate in such tremendous stillness. Jupiter lines require a lot of stillness. Where even with me having a partner, like I need a lot of space even for my partner. So understand that the energies of Pisces and Sagittarius are on this line, and they're great when it comes to divining, getting connected with divine messages. However, they also need to be alone a lot. They need a tremendous amount of space to themselves. So the initiations that create challenges on a Jupiter line is literally having an inflated ego, okay, needing and requiring attention, to an extent that is literally unhealthy. It goes deeper into being fake with your optimism, like being enthusiastic to a degree where you're literally pretending, you're acting. Understand that Jupiter with Pisces energy is kind of linked and related to Hollywood energy, more Neptune specifically. However, some of that Hollywood energy from Neptune comes to Jupiter. So it's a very acting line. It's a line of overindulgence. If you're somebody who really has no discipline when it comes to eating and how you eat, or sex and how you connect, or television, and if you have an addictive personality, Jupiter line is going to be very complex. It's going to be very, very tough. Now this can change from a Jupiter MC to an IC, right? Like an MC line might give you a little more discipline with the 10th house, but an IC line doesn't really have a lot of discipline at all. Like this would be the one who becomes very, very fat and unhealthy, quite frankly. So you gotta be careful with that. Even though it's the greater benefit, the positive, most potent, energetic, and enthusiastic line, it can create overindulgence in the challenges. Now, other than that, the shamanic alchemy of this to turn it into one of the best possible outcomes is literally having your soul mission. If you're aware of your soul mission, this is the key. It will help you expand that. If you're unaware of your soul mission, it will also help you expand in the fogginess, in the lack of clarity. So a Jupiter line at the wrong time can be very complex, very difficult, not a very good place. I've been on Jupiter lines in 2 different stages of my life, and one stage I was not as clear, and I did find myself connecting and indulging in collaborations that were not fruitful when it comes to my mission, rather than um, just phony. It's just phony, and that's more because I didn't have the clarity until I went to a moon line and I got clarity on my mission, on what I need, on the type of people I connect with, and then came back to a Jupiter line, and then boom, look at that, I was pristine. So again, just timing alone in astrology and astrocartography lines explained can change whether a line is really positive. And that's just 2 different stages of my life. So there are also the outcomes. On the best outcomes, there are abundant portals, many portals on Jupiter lines. So if you're ready to walk through those portals, or if you're not ready to walk through those portals, this can change a lot of your experiences. Other than that, it's really a line where you become the divine teacher. Okay. And so, like I said, I've been on that line in some of my best work. I only get closer and closer and closer after a moon line. That was the key for me. When I went to my moon line and then I went to my Jupiter line, I became way more divine in all my teachings, way more precise, way more prepared, which Jupiter lines through the stillness is a line of preparation. It is not a line of just quantum leaps and great blessings and happiness and joy. It's a line that you prepare to make sure those things are going to be a part of your distant future, but that you can act on now in the present. So the things are, Jupiter lines don't lie. They will expand whatever you are putting in, whatever you're preparing. And if you want more of the secrets to Jupiter lines and more, check out my top 5 astrocartography secrets. It's a free PDF download on my website. You can get that. I hope you enjoy that. And you can also try to book a one-on-one read with me, and I can give you a lot of personal experience because I've been on every line in astrocartography, and I mean that. So hit the thumbs up, and if you're brand new and you enjoyed it, subscribe. But more importantly, share this video with somebody who's talking about astrocartography. Be like, I know a guy. Check this video. He did all the lines explained. See you soon. You may have realized is Jupiter wants to fill up your cup. The Jupiter line wants to fill up your cup. Yet and however, the reality is it can only do that. It can only bless you if you have prepared yourself to understand that. The challenges will come where your mind is limited, where your perspective and beliefs are limited. Jupiter will, through challenge, open those things up, and then it will show you the spiritual wisdom of the Jupiter line and all the gifts and abundance that you probably went there for, or likely were born there for, to learn how to receive the wisdoms all around you. Hit the thumbs up and likes button and subscribe if you are brand new. Download the top 5 astrocartography secrets, getting all the lines explained in astrocartography. If that's not enough for you, come book a one-on-one reading with me, and I will be glad to give you not just personal experiences, but the experience that you need as an individual with your specific chart in astrocartography for your Jupiter line. We'll see you soon.